Hello, everyone. We are so glad that you're with us. Today we have Alan Kushmakov. He is the CEO and broker owner at Best Homes Real Estate, and his right-hand man, Tristan Horn, is with us as well. So today we are going to be talking all about agent attraction, how to get more agents to join your brokerage, and we're also going to be talking about lead generation, of how to get more leads. So let's start. Alan, first, talk a little bit about what you guys are doing for lead generation and kind of some different tips and tricks of what has worked and what hasn't worked. Because sometimes you have to talk about what hasn't worked as well.
I'm a huge proponent of lead generation. I think in general, if you really want to grow and scale your business, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a team owner or a brokerage owner, you have to have a consistent flow of leads coming in into your world, into your ecosystem, right? So what really works for us the best, even right now, we're in 2024, right? We're in June. Our real estate agents, they're crushing it with open houses. They're crushing it with for sale by owners. And then on top of that, we have probably about 40 plus or so our agents that are on online lead gen services model that we offer. So these are seller leads, these are buyer leads, these are investor leads. And that's something that we've been offering for quite some time right now. So what we do for them is we create ads, we run those ads, we manage those ads, we build out funnels on the back end to make sure that the conversion rates are pretty good, pretty solid, and just basically giving them plug-and-play system that they can utilize. Obviously, they still have to do their part in terms of working those leads, and we show them and send them exactly what they need to do in order to get the most out of those lead conversions and convert them into the actual clients. So we can definitely break them or unpack them in more detailed matter.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's just start with agents. So like, if you want to attract real estate agents, can you show us a sample of maybe an ad that has worked for you in the past? What has been there for you that's really brought in consistent leads, and how much are you paying per lead for that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we do it. We have three main ways of attracting agents into our organization. So one of them that we've been using probably the longest for the past 3.5 years or so are Indeed ads, right? So we tried all kinds of job boards. We tried Wisefire, we tried Career Builder, we tried Monster, and all of them work great. The ones that we're really seeing the best results, the best yields are Indeed. And we run anywhere between 5 to 10 different ads at any given time. Now, we probably tested over 150, 160 different ads in the last 3.5 years. We spent thousands of dollars of doing so. But the ones that really, really work for us are the ones that we're actually using and helping our clients to do exactly the same thing. And Tristan can definitely show you the ones that we currently use. And then also, if you want, Chantel, we can show you the funnels on a back end.
Yeah, let's see
all of their Indeed and everything like that. So yeah, let's start with that. The second one is the social media piece of it. I'm a huge proponent of social media in general. And what I mean by that is, like, we want to achieve two goals with social media. First and foremost, we want to continue to build and develop our brand. So this way the agents, in our community know that, we're looking to partner up with them. They also see how our agents are succeeding and experiencing their stay with Best Homes Real Estate. So from a brand development standpoint, that's social media. And then the second piece of it is attracting those agents as opt-ins. And we have several different magnets, we call them lead magnets, that we utilize to get these agents engaged. And they opt in, they put their name, they put their phone number, they put their email address, and then they fill out a form. And the form will ask them questions like, are they a licensed real estate agent? Yes or no? How long have they been in business? How many homes have they sold in the past year? How many homes they're on pace to sell this year? And then the key question is like, what is the number one constraint right now causing you to not grow your business? So we collect all of those data points, and about 40% of them fill out that form. And then we reach out to them and lean with that particular situation that they're dealing with and offer them a private business strategy or a complete business strategy session for them. And we usually meet with about 9 to 10 of these agents every single month, and we hire anywhere between 2 to 3 agents that way as well. So that's the social media piece of it.
Okay,
And
so
then,
let's go back and share your screen. First, let's talk about LinkedIn, right? So
Indeed.
when you're trying, I'm sorry, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Indeed. So to go to Indeed, let's see the exact ad that you're doing and how much is that. And remember, this is on podcast as well. So go ahead and read what's on the screen for those who are not on the live call.
Sure, absolutely. So Tristan, I don't know if you have the rights to share, permissions to share your screen.
Yeah, he can.
Okay, awesome. You probably want to unmute yourself.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the guide we put together. So this shows you guys all of the, the results and basically the breakdown, and I can share with you guys the templates that we're using as well with it. But the main goal for the Indeed job boards is we get people to apply, and once they've actually applied to Alan's brokerage, we use a tool called Parser. So Parser is a tool, you can purchase it online, and what it does is it extracts every single applicant through Indeed, and it will send it over to whichever CRM that you guys are using. So,
And what is the name of the email parser that you're using?
the parser, it's called parser.io. So I can attach a link on this.
That's fine. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it's Parser, and with that, it sends them over to the CRM. So once they're in the CRM, we have a stream of automations that actually go out to the agents to let them know to fill out a quick form before they speak with
So
Alan.
this is all automated then.
Yes.
And what is the CRM that you guys are using?
So we use High Level. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep. So with the CRM, it'll send out these different variations of messages. The goal is to get them to fill out the form, and then it notifies the team once they've filled out the form. So the form has different questions, and we tried to keep it very simple with it, where they are asking, right here it says, "Welcome to Best Homes Real Estate." It has a video of Melissa, and it says, before we get to chatting with you, please let us know where you're at in your real estate career. So if they say they're a licensed real estate agent, we then ask them the areas that they work in, to let them know that we're familiar with all the areas in the Phoenix metro area. And once they fill that out, they'll then put their name, number, and email, and it'll send it over to the team. So they now know that they have an Indeed applicant who's licensed. And then after that, it will even send them out a calendar too, if they want to book a call. The second question we ask them is, if they say they're currently in real estate school, we ask them where they're at in real estate school. So are you just getting started? Are you 20 to 30% done? Are you more than halfway done with getting your license, or are you currently taking the exam? So that information will get sent over as well. And then if they're looking to get their real estate license, we just send them straight to Alan's CE shop affiliate link, where they can go ahead and get licensed. And
I love this because this is just so automated, because otherwise you have too many people's hands in the pot and it gets messy and you can weed people out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole point of the fact that with Indeed, when we tried it initially, right, for the first 4 or 5 months, Chantel, man, we were just getting like bombarded with applicants, and we're like, man, most of them are not licensed. Some of them are in school. Some of them want to get into the real estate, and it was just so time consuming, So we had to figure out a way where we can automate this entire process. So right now, the way the funnels work is like all of the licensed agents are going to end up in a licensed agent bucket, right? All of the individuals that are currently in school are going to end up in that bucket. And then the third bucket are going to be individuals that want to get into the real estate school. They don't know how, they don't know where. So we send them, or the system will send them automatically to the online real estate school that we're affiliated with. And when they sign up for the online real estate course, we get paid 10% of that course fee. So we still monetize that aspect of the applicants.
And how much are you paying for the Indeed ad? And what does the Indeed ad say?
So our budget anywhere depends, right? So budget anywhere between $10 to $20 a day. In some months it could be a little bit more, in some months it's going to be less. We do a combination of both. So half of our ads are organic, so we're like posting it, right? So we have a pretty good sized team out of Philippines that we work with, right? So they post on our behalf, and by the way, they do exactly the same thing for our clients that we work with, and the other half is paid. So on average, we're probably running anywhere between $10 to $20 per day when it comes to the Indeed ads.
So what I'm hearing you say is, do you do this for other companies besides yourself? Like if someone says, look, this is awesome, could we hire you to hire agents for us? You would say yes.
Yeah, I mean, we got 117 clients that we currently work with, running United States as well as Canada. Our biggest clients got over 700 plus agents, 4 locations in Canada. So what we do for our clients is it's done for you agent attraction marketing. When we started Modern Day Brokerage, which is the kind of hybrid, we're like a done for you marketing / coaching company. Initially, it was like, all right, here's all of our info, here's all the details, here's our best practices, our systems, and you figure out on your own. And we quickly come to find out about the fact that most of the brokerage owners or team owners are just not equipped or don't have the bandwidth or capacity to really do this on their own. So we do it for them. So we have an entire team in place where we'll, deploy this, run this, manage this, provide you weekly reporting on this, and get you in front of more agents. That's what we do.
Wow. I love this. You guys, this is amazing. And so our agents are able to hire other agents, and they get paid up to 85% of company dollar back to them. So they have 5 levels of downline. This would be wonderful for them to be able to, you guys could build this out for them, and they could just have, all of this with their name, their picture, their onboarding, all of that, and be able to hire a bunch of agents in their downline.
Yeah. It's going back to what I said about the fact that the lead flow, right, is the most important thing being a real estate agent, but also an agent lead flow is the most important thing if you're looking to build an organization or a downline or looking to build and grow a team. The same thing with the brokerage, right? You have to have a consistent flow of agent prospects coming into your world. So like we have clients that are part of the revenue share companies out there that pretty much we run ads for them in many different markets, as many as 7 or 8 different markets at any given time, so they can attract those agents into our ecosystem.
Wow, that is so impressive. Okay, so keep going, Tristan. What's next?
Yeah, so after this is where we really just start nurturing the agent leads. So these ones are usually very responsive because they've applied to actually join the company and they went through the whole form. So the next step would be using the discovery-based framework, which Alan has, where they set them up on an appointment to meet either on Google or to meet in person. So that's like the whole Indeed process. On top of that,
can you show us a sample just so people can see? What does that Indeed ad look like? Do you have a sample, or can you tell us what that Indeed says?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll share this with you guys. So we have a bunch of job boards here, and these are the ones that are working really well for us. So we test different titles, we test different descriptions. And the goal, like we're always testing different things. So the goal is to just find the ones that are converting at the highest.
Which ones are? Which one out of these different ones? Give us the top 2 that are performing the best.
So these all are the top performing ones. So we actually, these are the ones that we've put all on one doc because they've performed the best. So I would say these are all equally as good when it comes to putting them online. So the different titles.
It also depends, Tristan. Sorry, it really depends also on what the offer is, right, from the team or from the brokerage, right? Because we have some brokerages that have specific offers or unique offers that they would like to incorporate into these job posts, if you will, right? So we'll work with them and kind of tweak these just according to what they're looking for. Some brokerage owners out there, for example, they are not only providing leads, but they're also have ISAs that work those leads, nurture those leads, and hand basically ready to go appointments, right? So we want to make sure that we put that into the job post. We have some clients of ours that 100% flat fee. You only pay $199 per transaction or $299 per transaction, depending on your monthly fee, monthly plan. So we want to put that in there. So what we do is, Chantel, like during our kickoff stage, and that's about 7 days or so, we'll find out everything about your company, what's currently working, with your company, what's not really working, the constraints that you're facing, what is your ideal agent profile look like, and then what is your offer to that agent? We're going to help you to refine that offer as well and present you with an offer or compelling offer, we call that really will resonate with the type of an agent that you're looking to attract. So some of the stuff is fluid, and we're going to just be able to really customize it according to your, to your value proposition and your company's needs.
Awesome. And so with Go High Level, I've heard really great things about that. Are you guys like a distributor for them? So like, for example, like I could be a distributor for, like I could go under you, right, as Go High Level, and then other people could go under me. It's kind of like multi-level marketing a little as well, right? With that CRM.
Yeah, so we have a white label option with High Level, which is the most expensive one. And with that, the white label option gives us the ability to customize it and also have sub-accounts underneath of it, right? So every single client, for example, that we work with is considered to be a sub-account within the Go High Level main account. So that's the model that we're on. Now, there are other companies out there that will give you like access to the Go High Level. You subscribe to it, and they get like a referral fee on a monthly basis. So let's say, for example, the most inexpensive version of Go High Level, Tristan, correct me, maybe I'm a little bit wrong, is let's say $100 or $150. They get a piece of that fee on a monthly basis. So you can go either way. You can either get your own Go High Level account, or you can become a sub account under ours.
So in general, out of these, so with these Indeed ads, approximately how many leads? How much is each lead approximately? And then what is the conversion rate on these leads?
So the conversion rates are pretty high. And I tell you why, because for the most part, when you look at the Indeed, right, the ones that are licensed agents, when they visit Indeed, they already made a decision, consciously, subconsciously, that they're going to make a switch, right? So overall, the conversations are much, much more easier to have with the agent, right? The conversations are much more free-flowing. Typically, they will be much more open to meet with you. We meet with them, and basically after that, the life cycle of actually bringing them on board, I'm talking about the recruiting life cycle, is less than like 45 to 30 days, right? So the key thing to remember is the fact that obviously speed to lead, you want to call them right away, you want to reach out to them right away. Now, our system is designed in a way where we prompt them to actually book a call with you on your calendar. Now, is it 100% of the time? Absolutely not. But if we can get to about 30 to 40% of the time, that's great. That's awesome. So they're actually booking a call with you on your calendar. Now, you still have to reach out to them. You still have to find out about what's going on with them and their business and what's holding them back from achieving their results. Invite them to your office or do it via Zoom. But again, it's just another way of getting in front of agents, right? And we love Indeed as far as that goes. And then the second piece of it are the individuals that are in school. Now, with those people, our system, the way it's set up, is for the next year and a half or so, we are continually educating them on the benefits of joining the brokerage. So that's another thing that we set up for our clients. Is we got the emails going out, we got the text messages going out for that individual, for that prospect to constantly get information about the company, and we're just staying on top of them. So that's another thing that we set up and deploy for our clients.
Awesome. So now let's switch gears and let's talk about the social media piece of it. So you said number one is the Indeed. What are we doing for social media? And I do want you to address this. So with social media, the thing that drives you crazy now is that you can't target like you used to, right? Like even for buyers and sellers and even for agents, it gets harder and harder. They've made it so difficult to target. And so you running ads, you don't want to, you know what I mean? So talk about that as well.
Yeah, and Tristan can definitely address that in more detail, but social media right now probably even overtakes Indeed in terms of the quality of agent that we're attracting, right? So with Indeed, you're going to have a lot of people that are newbies, right? With Indeed, you're going to have a bunch of people that are in school. Whereas with social media, if the copy is right, the algos, they actually super, super smart. Nowadays, you don't have to really even say things like, a real estate agent or interest in real estate or Zillow or Redfin or any of that stuff. As long as the copy's there, specifically talking to the real estate agent, I would say about 90% of people that opt in when it comes to these lead magnets are real estate agents. So we just need to make sure that the copy specifically addresses a real estate agent or a team owner or a brokerage owner, right? And for the most part, algos will work in your favor.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
And how much are you paying per lead on social media to get those real estate agents approximately?
So we're right now probably anywhere hovering between $9 to $15 per opt-in.
That's good. But how much are you doing the social media? So I know you're doing the Indeed piece for other agents. Are you also doing the social media piece for other agents as well?
We do. Yeah. And in some markets, Chantel, I mean, we got clients that pay as little as $3 or $4 per opt-in. Again, these are opt-ins. These are like licensed real estate agents that raise their hand, put their information, download this guide, and they also, about 30 to 40% of them fill out a form, right? And the form will ask them, like, are you a real estate agent? Yes or no? How long have you been in business? How many homes have you sold? And then what is the biggest struggle that you're currently dealing with in your business? You see, so again, it's just another channel of attracting agents. And we're really, really doing two things. We're addressing two things. First and foremost, obviously, it's a lead magnet, right? But the second thing is, now agents in your community know that you actually exist. How many brokerages out there, how many teams out there looking to bring on agents, looking to hire agents, but most of the agents in their community don't know that they're actually looking to do so. Right? So social media is a perfect gateway, if you will, to having those agents see the fact that...
Can you show us the social media that you're doing? Give us some examples of that. Like, what does the posts look like that you're doing?
Yeah, so these are the winners. This is the winner right now that we have. So we've tested different things, but really what we like to do is the first thing is we like to focus on what the offer is. So, what type of agent are we looking to target, and what is the message going to be? So like this one is the 100K in 100 days guide. We put it on an iPad and we also got it printed. So these can be pictures in the office. This can be pictures like on a roof. And we keep it very generic because we like this one, for example, is performing very well. But the most important part is having the copy that resonates with the right agent. So as you guys can see, like Alan mentioned, we put for real estate agents on every single ad copy because we're letting Facebook do its job, like with the algorithm, it puts it in front of the agents, but we want to make sure it's only real estate agents that continue to read. So if they stop and read it, it'll let Facebook know and it'll start putting it in front of more people that are similar to them. And basically...
Wow, that's such a good, you guys need to write that down because so let me shift for just a second. So what I'm hearing you say is, if you said something like, if you wanted to run seller ads, you would say for sellers, or whatever, and it'll do the exact same thing, or for owners of real estate or something like that, right? And it'll do the exact same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So Facebook will start recognizing the behavior. So if someone stops or they click see more, or if they click on the ad, they'll start tracking who's clicking on it. So yeah, just like you said, we'll put homeowners if it's an ad that's targeting Maybe like VA loans, we'll start it off with veterans, and then we just let it run, and it usually is very precise on the quality of leads with the message we put out. So yeah, these ones say for real estate agents. This copy is
just read this one real quick for those listening on this call. These are so good.
Yeah, so for real estate agents stuck in the middle, you're not closing 1 to 2 deals every single month yet, but you're not at 0 deals a year either. You're in the middle. You get a few closings a year, but chances are you're leaving money on the table. Without a method that consistently brings you 1 to 2 deals a month, all for what? To feel like you're underperforming, to talk to buyers and sellers who need more time. You know you are capable of more, and you don't want to quit, but it's starting to become costly in 2024. Even if you're closing 3 to 6 deals a year, it's not enough. You have to be closing deals consistently. You need to prospect effectively. You need to deploy real authority, social proof, because buyers and sellers are more educated now. They don't want to just work with any agent. They want to see and feel like they can speak with you authentically. They want to know they can trust you, which is why we spent the last year putting together the 100K in 100 Days guide. We figured out how to increase your lead conversions. We discovered how to increase your appointments, a way to stand out in the noisy competition, a way to instantly display social proof, even if you're new. A simple way to immediately add 1 deal a month, 2 deals a month, or even 3 deals a month.
Wow, that's good. That's good. This does seem long. So I won't have you read the rest, but this seems really long. Like, let me ask you, like for me, I think I would probably stop reading at that point. Have you tested this and the longer copy does work better?
Yeah. So on here, if I scroll right here, we've even ran as short as this. So we test short copies. We have medium copies, which is like this one. And then the long copy is the one that's performing the best right now.
Wow.
That's in this market though. We have seen in other markets that the short copy will work better. So that's why we always lead with these 3. And we test it on the social media platform. So we'll figure out which one is getting the lowest cost per click, and then we'll turn off the other ones after we've tested it for a few days.
Wow. Okay, let's change gears and let's talk about them doing this for buyers and sellers. Now, do you guys just help people with hiring agents, or do you also help them with getting buyer and seller leads as well?
So we do both, right? So we run seller lead gen campaigns as well as buyer lead gen campaigns for agents as well as our clients. Again, it's just lead generation is the lifeblood of our business, right, Chantel? So we want to make sure that and plus, again, if let's say you're a brokerage owner or a team owner, one of the key lead magnets or carrots that you can offer to the agents that you're trying to attract or retain is the fact that you got to have leads, right? So that's something that we do as well. Tristan could show you like our seller campaigns as well as our buyer campaigns that we're running right now for our clients.
Yeah, so let's see the ones that you're doing for sellers. And that's the thing, seller ads are so hard to target. And I think that that's so brilliant that you're putting in there, right up front, like thinking about selling your home. So anyone who's not thinking about selling their home, they're like, nope, I'm not thinking. They're moving on. Facebook sees that they're not interested.
Yep. So
then they just target those people who can sell a home, correct?
Yep, that's exactly what we're trying to achieve, right? So, I don't want to use the word or term looky-loos, right? But we're looking for people that are looking to sell their home.
How much are you spending on this, and how much are you paying per seller lead right now?
Tristan, where are we at with the KPI set?
So it definitely ranges on the market. We'll see anywhere from $15 to $25 per lead for seller lead, but these are ones that are fully going through. So they're putting their first name, they're putting their name, their email, their phone number. They're also sharing if they are even the homeowner, how soon they're looking to sell the home. And after that, it sends them to your calendar to book a 5-minute call. So I can show you guys that process after. But yeah, they range around $15 to $25 per lead right now.
Okay, gotcha. And then as far as how many of those are you actually taking to a listing? Do you know what that number is?
I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know that an agent that is running this that I just previously spoke to, he had about 20 leads, and this is more on the higher end though, but he had about 3 listing appointments that he went on, and he signed a couple listing deals with that.
That's great. Are any other listing leads that you want to show us? So let me just read this real quick for those listening. Hey, Arizona family thinking about selling your home. That's the other thing. Whatever state you're in or you're putting in, hey, whatever state that is. Is that right? At the very beginning?
Yes.
Curious about what your home is worth in today's Arizona market. Your home could be worth a lot more than you think. Tap learn more to check out your home value. I love it. All right. What other ads are you doing to get sellers?
So we usually use this specific campaign, but we will just change up the map. So surprisingly, like we've noticed that the headline works the best. So like see your home value in 2024, and then we'll test different areas. Like we'll even put different cities down here and run it to targeted cities. We'll get more specific on like neighborhoods. We'll zoom in a little bit, but this is the ad that performs the best and gets the most clicks when it comes to the homeowners.
Awesome. And what are you doing for buyer leads?
So the buyer leads, and let me see if I can pull up a doc for that. That one's the main thing is sharing that you can get into, interest rates might be up. You might think you can't get into a home right now, but there's programs out there that are allowing you to do that. So let me see if I can pull up.
What about, you can go ahead and stop sharing for just a second. Alan, talk about, what do you think about just regular homes? Like for us, it seems like, homes that kind of everybody want in a certain price range. If you can say, see the just reduced houses that are in this price range seem to work well. Just name a couple things that have been working well for you on the buyer side.
I mean, we got some agents that are crushing it with Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, okay.
And it's free, right? And they will post their listing, or they will borrow somebody else's listing as they find out how you can get into this house for $0 down, right? And that can be a VA, that can be a down payment assistance program. And they get anywhere between like 80 to 100 people that reach out to them. Now, most of them are not in position to buy because of the credit situation or debt to income ratios. But out of those 80 to 100, they usually get 1 or 2 good nurtured leads or good solid leads out. And that's something, again, you can do for free. I mean, you can take a listing, you can go on, Facebook Marketplace and just run that ad by saying you can buy this house for $0 down.
I want to tell you, one of the reasons why I joined and I just love Canzel is that I can get 100% commission, I get revenue share, and I get stock. I am making thousands of dollars every single month in revenue share and stocks. And I now don't have to work nights and weekends on real estate anymore. I've actually never been to a real estate agent's retirement party, and I want to be the first one that people are coming to at a young age. And I want to share with you some of my favorite resources. So if you go to joincanzel.com/free, there's a couple that I want you to download. One is a 20 free lead generating PDF. It's going to help you generate leads for free that you can download, as well as there's one on how to double your business. I don't want you to miss it. Go download it today. joincanzel.com/free.
Yeah. And one of the things that I've seen is the less information you put about the house, the more inquiries you're going to get. And a lot of people are just putting weight. They give the price, they give the beds, they give the they give the full description. And then people are like, nah, it doesn't work for me. And then they wonder why the ads are not working.
Yeah, the less you can put legally, of course, the better it is. But again, like I said, we have one agent, his name is Eddie. That's what he does. I mean, he takes a listing, he works primarily expireds and cancels, and then he leverages those listings by putting in Facebook Marketplace and generating the leads for free. I mean, without paying anything for this.
So tell us, how much does this cost? If someone says, man, this is a no-brainer, I want to do this, I need buyer and seller leads, and I also want to get agents in my downline. Talk about the two different, about how much you charge to do something like this.
Yeah, so the kickoff deployment stages are about 2 weeks, right? So our fee for that is $5,000.
Okay.
Then after that, the ongoing services, again, done for you services, not including the ed budget, is $497 per month.
Okay.
Now, if they just strictly want to do lead gen services like seller leads or buyer leads, our fee is $497 per month. For our services, that's not including the ed budget.
And there's no kickoff budget for that when they're doing that.
No, there's no kickoff budget for that. No.
Now, what kind of discount could we get for our Canzel agents that you love so much?
Well, I tell you what, I mean, we love Canzel agents. I love Chantel. Chantel and I, we know each other for quite some time. So, I don't know, Tristan, you like to kind of give away discounts as much as possible. We actually have internal, we call him Mr. Elf, because he likes to give out a lot of freebies. So we can work something out. Probably.
What can we do, Tristan? What kind of great discount could you give us?
I'll leave that to Alan.
Yeah. So for Canzel agents and branch managers, how many states are you in right now? How many cities are you in?
We're in 20 states.
You're in 20 states. Right on. Yeah, we're doing a 20% discount for 20 states.
Yay! I love it. Okay, that sounds really great. Well, this has been amazing. We just appreciate you so much. You guys are crushing it, and I just love watching you succeed. And what I'd love for you to do is to tell listeners where they can find you and where they can follow you.
Yeah, I mean, they can find us on our website, moderndayBrokerage.com. Again, moderndayBrokerage.com. Or they can reach us on all the social media platforms. My first name, my last name, Alan Kushmakov. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, LinkedIn. So
I love it.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a rating and a review so we can get this out to more agents. And tune in next week for another power-packed episode. This is the Millionaire Real Estate Podcast.